everybody, this is AF Gojiro and I'm bringing you a new what if. This is what if Goku mastered the kaioken. Now what I mean by Goku mastering the kaioken, most people think is that Goku can master the kaioken is like you can go even higher levels of kaioken, but I think is that Goku can handle the lower levels or the higher levels way better than he's supposed to. Goku would have not been completely focused only on using a spirit bomb. He will not master it, but he will focus on Kaioken since it's much more trustier technique than anything else. Of course, he will manage to halfway master the spirit bomb while focus most of his time to use a Kaioken. And since he's dead, he can do it as long as he can. Now, Goku, just by focusing on both things, managed to reach a power level 8,000. Now, by Goku focusing on Kaioken, which is strenuous and also hurts his body, which also allows him to get Zenkais after he gets healed up, after every use of it. I want to say that Goku gets a base power level of around 16,000, which is not far fetched to say his power level been doubled. So yeah, Goku can also use Kaioken times 10 at short bursts. It does hurt his body a lot, but he can use it in short bursts if he wants to. Goku can also use Kaioken times 5 with a little bit of strain, but not the same strain as Kaioken times 4 or 3. So yeah, Goku would actually manage to arrive way earlier, but he'll still see Piccolo's death. But he'll manage to barely save him, with Piccolo saying to Goku to avenge his friends and him. With Goku saying that he will do that, as he instantly defeats Nappa. Goku showed no more Nappa after he saw Nappa kill Piccolo. Goku would instantly obliterate Nappa, showing no mercy to the boot as he sees that he wanted to kill and nothing more. Goku then fight with Vegeta, with Vegeta being impressed as both of their base moves are close, but not close enough. As Vegeta starts to overpower Goku, but Goku used the level of Kaioken as he easily overpower Vegeta. They will still perform the Kamehameha Beam struggle, but Goku just shout Kaioken times 3 as he overpower Vegeta with the immense gap of the power level of 48,000, which will be so big that Vegeta is much more damaging than original. He'll be much more exhausted that his power would have dropped to around 7 to 8,000, which is incredibly low. But he uses a power ball with his remaining power, so he can power to grade 8, pushing his power level to 8,000. But Goku, knowing that he must defeat Vegeta right here and now, shouts Kaioken times 6 as he feels an incredible strain on his body. Not as big as a Kaioken would have given him if he uses it, but still, the strain is he feels it. So in Kaioken times 6, boosts Goku's power level to 96,000, which is much more than enough to defeat Vegeta as he managed to able to beat Vegeta alongside rip his tail off. Goku decided to spare Vegeta while still having the rest of his energy spared up. He managed to help Krillin stand up alongside Gohan, so make sure that they're not too injured. Vegeta would say that Kakarot made the worst mistake of his life, with Goku saying that he would see as he flies off. Now, most of the events of the canon will mostly go the same, with Goku still going to Namek using the gravity ship, but he will also go alongside Gohan and Krillin, alongside Bulma as well. But because the ship goes early, I'm gonna say that they were by the same time. Bulma, Gohan, and Krillin would arrive in the canon. And this ship is actually much more better than both ships, both Gravity and Kami's ship, since this ship is a combination of both of them. So yeah, Goku would have trained both Gohan and Krillin of how to control their ki way better. He does not think that Krillin can actually access Kaioken because no thing is that since his same biology allowed him to adapt so much to Kaioken, he does not think that Kaioken will be useful for Krillin. So they still continue. Now, when they arrive on Namek, Goku has a staggering power level of 600,000, which is not far fetched to say since he had training partners, even though they're slightly weaker than him, if not even more, he still get a lot of gains from the gravity training. Goku will be around a power level of 2 to 300,000. While Krillin, he'll be at the power level of around 90,000, being incredibly strong, so yeah. They also get their potentials unlocked by Guru. Guru does not think he needs it, but he just tells Guru to unlock a little bit of his potential, not fully. With Goku doing that, as Goku gets a power boost, pushing his power level to 3 million. Yes, Goku has a base power level of 3 million and is incredibly high. Goku and Frieza will still battle with Vegeta, still saying his speed is in original. Now Goku's potential peaks at around 6 million. Now, we know that Frieza, after he was exhausted from the speed had a power level of 120 million. I want to say that this was not exhausted because the speed never happened, so he has a power level of 200 million. Goku would have used Kaioken times 20, but he seems to not do so much. He used Kaioken times 30 since his level is much more higher. He can also use Kaioken times 30 way better alongside Kaioken times 20. But that seems to do just a little bit of difference. He tries to use Kaioken times 40, but Krillin dies, saving Goku from a shot to a heart. Goku, enraged, as he powers the Senzu Beam quickly, recovering his energy, as his power level skyrockets to 10 million and powers up even more, as Goku powers up into Super Saiyan. Now Goku cannot stack up Super Saiyan since he just got it. Goku would look angry at Frieza, as his Super Saiyan power level will be at 500 million, being 300 millions more than Frieza. So Goku will easily backhand Frieza with telling Gohan to go and save Krillin since his wound is very vital, but still he has not died. Goku managed to quickly heal. Use the Sensu beams to heal both Piccolo and Krillin. If you're wondering, Piccolo still rides the same as the original, so yeah. They all flee off with Goku having their iconic battle, with Goku just tormenting Frieza. Frieza was still being defeated by Goku, as most of the events that happened after the end of the Namek saga will mostly go the same. Same goes with the Future Trunks saga. So yeah, this is the end of part 1 of Goku Master the Kaioken. Hope you guys enjoyed, like, subscribe, and wait for more.